All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel. My name is AJ. You know, years ago, after I got my master's degree in economics, I've had a lot of people ask me many different questions about money, about personal finance, about investing, and what they can do with their money to make more money. And definitely, one of the things I learned many years ago is the famous quote that you shouldn't be working for money. Money should be working for you. Take your money and use it to make more money. Every dollar you make should basically be a worker making you more money. So in this video today, we're going to talk about how to invest your money. What are the best ways to invest $100 or $1,000 if you're going to begin investing today? But first, make sure that you smash that like button. Make sure it turns blue because we like blue. No, seriously, the YouTube train doesn't seem to move forward very well unless that like button is hit quite a lot of times. And with that, make sure that you're subscribed. You know that little button down below that says subscribe? It should turn to say subscribed. So let's get into the meat and potatoes here. How can you invest as little as $100 to $1,000 that you have extra right now to get the most return from that money and have that money grow as much as possible? Let me tell you what I believe is the number one way, and many people have already agreed with this in the economic field, in the financial field, in the investing field. That is to invest in yourself. Growing your own personal worth is just priceless. Learn a new skill. Read a book. Invest in a course. Take some classes. Whatever it is that you want to do. Think about what you want to be. What is something you want to do in the future? Invest in something that will put you in the direction of that goal. Let's say that, you know, right now you're working a normal 9-to-5 job, but you really would like to set your own schedules and you really like dealing with people. Maybe you want to take a course in, I don't know, real estate. Getting a real estate license. You can definitely do that for less than $1,000, at least start your journey. And be on your way to setting your own schedules and work in your own way if you wanted to. Let's say you wanted to be a skydiving instructor. You should probably set aside some money and go take some skydiving lessons. Whatever it might be. Again, invest in yourself. Learn those skills because they will last you forever. This won't grow over 1 year, 2 years, 10 years. It's going to grow for the rest of your life. So the younger you are, the better it is to invest back into yourself. The next thing you can do is invest your money in a low-cost market index fund. What these are, they're funds where people pool their money together, generally a big company, let's say someone like Vanguard. And what they do is they buy not just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 different stocks that do very well, not even a small group. They try to buy a piece of every part of the whole market so that this fund will mimic the market over time and mimic the market's growth. Now, the market historically, on average, has grown 7 to 9% year over year. Of course, that means that an index fund, properly managed by a big company, again like Vanguard, they have an index fund. The market code, I believe, is VTI for Vanguard Total Market Index. This should average the same as the market. Again, 7 to 9% on average year over year. Now again, we're talking long term. All investments you should do should be long term. You should never invest with the idea of, I'm going to buy this investment today and next week I'm going to be a millionaire. Next year I'm going to be a millionaire. Now that could happen. You could buy Bitcoin or something and next week it could all of a sudden go up 800%. Could also fall 800%. Think long term. 7 to 9% growth year over year on average long term. It's pretty darn good. And it's well going to outpace inflation or anything like that. Another thing you can do, depending on how long you're okay waiting to bring your money out of that investment. If you can wait till you're 59 and a half, get your index fund through a Roth IRA. It's a retirement account. What that means is all your capital gains tax when you pull it out are nullified. You don't have to worry about the capital gains tax, but you gotta wait till you're 59 and a half. So if you want to retire early, definitely do not do that. Just invest and take your money out when you want. Again, one great thing about investing money through the stock market, capital gains taxes are much lower than income taxes. So however much money you can think that you would get back from an investment through the market, the tax rate on that is going to be much lower than how much money you normally get in your income. Winning situation. Now, through this index fund, I told you 7 to 9% yearly growth on average. That's not taking into account you're going to get dividends as well. What are dividends? Dividends are payments that highly profitable companies actually pay back to the people who own their stocks. So let's say they pay a 2% dividend. If you invest $100 in company X, at the end of 1 year, they will give you 2% back, meaning you're going to get back $2 for every $100 invested in that company. Pretty cool. So saying that, my third way that you could invest $100 to $1,000 when you're beginning to invest is invest in learning how to trade stocks on the stock market, individual stocks. And for that, I would recommend dividend yielding stocks. These are what's really popular right now. And not only that, you buy a stock and they're going to pay you a certain percentage at the end of the year, regardless of whether that stock's going up or down. It's an extra little safety net that's always fun. So there are many stocks out there. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I always recommend investing into companies you can believe in, companies that you can trust. Some of them have good dividend yields. Some of them have high growth. Some of them are very safe. Companies like 3M, their dividend yields have been well over 2% for a long time. Big company, you probably all know who they are. Johnson & Johnson is another great one. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola has always been one of the best companies to invest in for the longest time, and who doesn't enjoy drinking a Coke now and again? I know I do. So yeah, there is one other amazing way that you can invest in 2020, starting with only $100. Totally, you should buy 100 scratch-off lottery tickets, and you should do it now, because imagine if you bought 100 scratch-off tickets, totally, your risk is like nothing. You're bound to win, right? And you can win that $500 jackpot, and that's a 500% return. Okay, don't buy scratch-off tickets. Please do not buy a lottery with your investment. Do not invest $100 into lottery. Not what you want. You do want to invest in smashing the like button and subscribing. Doesn't cost anything. And actually, you know, moving your finger uses some calories. So using calories is always good, right? Anyways, so to review what we talked today, how can you invest $100 to $1,000 in 2020 to really get started with investing? The biggest thing, again, is to invest in yourself. Think about where you want to go through your life. What do you want to do? Where do you want to be? And invest in something to get you there, to get you on track. Buy some books, invest in a course, whatever it is to increase your own personal worth. The next thing is to invest in a low-cost market index fund, like a Vanguard VTI ETF. It's an exchange-traded fund of a total market index. This historically would return 7 to 9% every single year. The third way Invest in individual dividend stocks, like I said, Coca-Cola or something like that. Learn the stock market, learn how to trade. Again, invaluable knowledge that can be used for investing throughout all of time in the future. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you the next time around.